Your lender told you what? Attention, first-time buyers and renters. No, you do not need $12,000 to $15,000 to buy a home. Most of the buyers we work with get into their home for less than $5,000 total out-of-pocket cost. Click below to book your $15,000 total move-in call now. John and Rhonda had been living in the same small rent house for almost 3 years, and they were saving up money to purchase their own home. They applied for a home loan with their bank, but they were told that they would need a 20% down payment for their purchase. They were very disappointed because all they had been able to save was a little over $5,000 at that time, and their lease was going to be up again in about 6 months. They had heard about some special financing programs that would help first-time buyers make their first purchase, but they weren't finding the help they needed for those programs, or those programs they did find were restricted to areas that they did not want to live in. They found another lender that had some special financing that they applied for a loan with this second lender, and they were excited to get pre-approved for a home loan for that lender. However, their move was abruptly halted when their lender told them that all they would need would be about $14,000 for their down payment and closing costs. At that time, they had only been able to save about $7,000. The very next day at work, John asked a friend how they had been able to save so much money to purchase their home. That's when he learned about the Book a Call program and $5,000 total move-in. I'm Kyle Noe, and I'm with the First United team with eXp Realty right here in the Oklahoma City metro area, where I have helped over 1,000 first-time buyers and renters purchase their home in the last 33 years. John and Rhonda made that call to me the next day. They were approved 2 days later, and they were out looking at homes and actually moved into their new home about 5 weeks after that. Now their 2 children have their own bedrooms. They live near a nice park. They have a nice backyard, and they are getting a puppy soon. And John and Rhonda are building home equity, a bright future, and a stable home for their family. If you'd like to learn how you and your family can get out of your rent trap for about $5,000 total out-of-pocket costs in the next 45 days or less, just click on the Book a Call link below.